No, try no make no baby tonight. I know looking for no baby mama tonight. That don't mean that I know gonna treat you so right. Pull out so that I know come inside your girl. Said she ain't on the pill now. Raw dog is what you wanna feel now.
Joe Shipley.
Now. I hope she got no STD now. She's so fine, I just wanna come inside. Fuck you wild, but I don't wanna make your child. Said she don't wanna rap it. Is she gonna try and baby trap it? Riding so hard she gonna snap it. Flip over now, I'm gonna tap it. Slip inside, I just wanna come inside. Almost did, but I don't wanna make your kid. Look in your eyes, the way you gripping my thighs. You bring me deeper inside, it's like you want a cream pie. No surprises. Things starting to get a little louder. Cock block 10, she my gunpowder. She dripping cause I'm well endowed. Dirty talk, she said that I make my mama proud. That's a motherfucking weird thing to say when I'm balls deep into your pussy. Now I'm thinking that you's a crazy chick. I gotta be more careful.
Endo 11.
Trying to get rid of that mental image. Now's about time that I'm about to finish. Where is it that you'd like me to climax? In your mouth and your titties are all over your ass crack. You say you wanna feel me, blow my load, turn me on to the point I'm about to explode. I really ain't trying to inseminate. And
no name.
No, try no make no baby tonight. I know looking for no baby mama tonight. That don't mean that I know gonna treat you so right. Pull out so that I know come inside your girl. Yeah, getting hot and heavy right here. Frosty gonna blow a motherfucking load up in ya. You thinking what I'm thinking?
Oh yeah.
If you just concede, you better believe that I just put a motherfucking baby troll deep inside all the way up in ya. Get some sleep, enjoy the rest. About 9 more months before you pop out a pest. Another option before our lives get messed. Morning after pill, plan B is the best. As I pull out, I see a beautiful sight. On my dick a lot of red with a little bit of white. That explains why you were so fucking
Grover Monster.
That's why we didn't notice the mess.
Black Apple Art.
Just
for the hell of it.
Believe normally I puke at the sight of blood. Never felt so blessed by your time of the month. No, try no make no baby tonight. I know looking for no baby mama tonight. That don't mean that I know gonna treat you so right. Pull out so that I know come inside.
Lava. What up?
That's an MC Frosty love song for you.
I can't see shit now. Googleplex, what up?
I need a motherfucking vasectomy.
Ooh, All right, hey guys, what's up? What's up? Welcome. Happy Sunday. Right? Sunday. Who we got in chat here? Danny P, Googleplex, Grover Monster, Sid Hunter, No Name, Black Apple, Endo 11, Joe Shipley. What up? We're just gonna chat tonight and Blaze, guys. That's it. We're just gonna chat and Blaze. I haven't just only chatted in a while. It's been a while. Change of Lamb, what up? We're just gonna chat. So today I went through the shake box. I had a box of shake of the small buds, and I just went through and picked out all the buds. It's just been sitting in there drying for like 2 weeks. I've been airing it out. And I mean, they're not clipped. I clipped a little bit of them, but so there's 65 grams in here. So we can add that. This is all smokable. We're going to smoke this. These are just small buds though, you know, like, but like they're tight. They're just popcorn buds. Like, can't really see the crystals and shit, but overgrow. So I also had a coffee earlier, and my roommate a couple days ago made butter. So she put an ounce into like a pound of butter, and I just took a scoop, a teaspoon, and I put it in my coffee, weed butter coffee. But this coffee doesn't have it. But Amber, what up? Highly small. It has a. Oh, hey.
donated $5. Runny hoot. Smoke all 66 grams.
Thank you very much, No Name. Very gracious, very generous. I can't smoke it. It's not all my weed, but okay. So like when there is a skunky smell to it. There's a skunky smell to it, a little bit, but it's also sweet. So I just spent like 3 hours picking out this and just like kind of clipping like this shit. Like there's worse leaves on this before. Open blast. So, was butane? I don't know how to do that shit. I don't have butane. I'll end up blowing this shit up. But yeah, I'll smoke a joint. I mean, I do have a bong here. This bong doesn't really work that well though. I broke the piece out of it, so this doesn't really like do the proper thing. So I'll just roll a joint first. Alden Sleeves, what up? So here I'll show you. Here I'll grab a few nugs from here. Some of the nicer ones, I guess. I'll continue smoking my cigarette. Yeah, so it was a good crop this year. Like I'm pretty sure we got over 2 pounds. This is just 66 grams. Some of the buds are not that great. There are some nice ones, nice little popcorn buds in here. Just pick them all out, smoke them. It definitely gets me high. I'll tell you that. Definitely gets me high. How many jars? Okay, that's a new jar. This was like in a box. This was in a box before, but this is on top of that. I don't know, like 30. Smoke machine. Like 30 jars. Probably like 32 ounces or something like that on top of that. And there's still more shake left in the box. There's still more buds in there too. I didn't take them all. In case she wants to make more butter, which she does. So we're probably gonna get some cooking streams, some weed cooking streams going. Yeah, we only put an ounce in each jar, which is smaller than this one. It's just like a regular mason jar. We put an ounce in each one, pretty much. Some of them have an ounce and a half, and then we have a couple bigger jars. But yeah, 20. Well, yeah, we had 24 of like the regular mason jars, and then those are all full, and then we had some extra ones. It's all in the decarb. Yeah, we decarb at like 250 for 25 minutes. Careful of the white mold. Oh, the powdery mildew, or you saw mold on here? You saw mold on here? What? Were you talking about the mold that was on the shit before we took off most of the leaves? Yeah, before. Yeah. We took care of most of the buds, unless like these buds right here. Like I just think it's purple, and this is like a premature purple bud right here. But is that bud rot, or like this is just like a premature purple bud to me? Yeah, it's a type of mold. Yeah. Or is this what happens when your shit gets fucking powdery mildewed? That's bud rot, is it? Because I took all those out of one of them. All the ones that look like that out of the buds. Premature outdoor, fuck it. Whatever, I don't even care. It smells fine. Or I'll just avoid that one. I took all the purple buds out of the ones. Anything that looked like that. Yes, I know Changeling technically, but I've gotten higher than that, but I don't know if it puts me higher on the list. Yes, I'm aware of that. However, I'm not playing on an actual Game Boy, so that would not, it doesn't actually count. And I don't know if pausing is allowed either. Chilling, Blazin, and poker. I mean, I could get a poker game going, but I don't really want it right now. It is Sunday though. Emulation is accepted these days. Nice. So maybe I should like submit one of my scores one of these days and get my name on the fucking list. Become a legend. Or maybe I could just submit my video. Although you didn't actually watch me playing it. Like, I don't think you watched me on my, I don't know if do you have to have another camera on my fucking, on my hands? Not that I can't do that again, but Retro Arch is on Steam. I'm a legend. For the hours I put in? Yeah, seriously. You might as well get something out of it. All right. I'll make a proper video next time I feel like getting over 400. The best time of me ever getting over 400 was when people in chat were like, "Oh, I'll give you $20 if you get." I think JBM was one of them. Like, I'll give you 20. Like, I was struggling the whole stream on it, and then like we were like, "I'll give you $20 if you hit 400." And then the next try, I got 400K. That was amazing. It was almost like I hustled, but I didn't. I can get 500. I'm not playing on my best, guys. Like 558. I think I could get 500. I gotta set up a second camera on my fucking on my hands though. I'll do it. I'll do it and I'll submit it. We'll make a stream out of it, guys. Twin Galaxies. Let's go. 666 is the goal. There's some technical adjustments I can make though, you know. Like I was trying last time. Last time I was trying a new technique. I think Grover Monster caught it or no, Spec 187 noticed. And I was just trying to like keep it low when it was going too fast. Just keep it low and just get the doubles and the fucking and the triples or singles. PEDs? I don't think they do. Highly unlikely. So I'm throwing some tobacco in this joint. What up, Bridge B? Welcome. Yeah, we're just chilling, guys. We're blazing. I picked small buds out of our shake box today. This is all smokable bud. Like it's all, there's a lot of tight little buds in here, you know, like just like, I don't care, you know, like just like a little tight little bud like that is okay. It's not trimmed very well. Can't really see it there. It's tight. I like that. I've just been letting it sit and dry in a box. She probably would have tossed all those if you know. Those are like the buds nobody wanted to clean, except me. Amber, you need my help. What's up? How may I be of assistance? Will I answer you in Discord later? Okay, I can do that. Frosty to the rescue. Kip, what up? Yeah, I'm curious how I can help. Well, I don't. I'm curious how you think I can help. I mean, like, what's up, John? Here. Someone is trying to dox me and threatening your son. Ooh. Yikes. Oh, I ripped it. I ripped the joint, guys. I tried to put too much in it. Shit. Oh, text from Mary Recording, what up? Yeah, blew it out. We are just chilling. I don't do many just straight up chatting because I think that's a streamer thing too to do is just chat. So I'm not just chatting. I'm also blazing. I got 66 grams here of the homegrown. I just picked these buds out of our like extra. This is on top of all the other shit that we have. This is just small, tiny popcorn buds, and I'll just smoke a little. But I was rolling a joint. My day has been going pretty good. I slept in. I watched UFC last night. I watched Gamble Stream too. But I watched UFC and I slept in today. And then I ordered food. I ordered a hero pita with 2 steamies and poutine. And I spent about 3 hours picking these buds out of, and like kind of cleaning them out of like, because all the small buds we just tossed into a pile when we were cleaning it, and then put the bud in a box for baking and edibles that we just take the unclean buds and use the shake or whatever too. And anyway, but then I started noticing that like there was like 300 grams in this box, and there's a lot of good buds still when I started like going through myself, and so I just. So I took like 2-3 hours and just picked those out and clean them today. Steamies, yeah. OG lime, nice. This does get me high. It gets me high. It's like this is definitely a sativa, and we'll just keep smoking it. And I also ate I put a teaspoon of butter in my coffee of weed butter that my roommate made. I took that maybe like half an hour ago. So we'll see how that goes. Steamies. Yeah, I was watching some video yesterday or today, and there was a question. You guys probably know this question, but is a hot dog a sandwich? Is a hot dog a sandwich? Have I ever smoked salvia? Yes, I certainly have. Heard of mimosa? Yeah, I've had that. It's good. It's got a nice like orange flavor to it. Or something. Butter. What's up? Let's talk. Yeah. So she does for making butter. She does a different process. She is, and my roommate does, and whose weed this is, does a different process than I do when I do butter. She does low and slow. So she like decarbs her butter, decarbs her weed at 250 for 25 minutes, and she puts the butter, a pound of butter. So she uses an ounce of weed, a pound of butter, and a little bit of water in a slow cooker. And then she waits for it to boil on high. And then she just puts it back on low and simmers it for like 14 hours or 16 hours or something like that. And she puts it in the fridge and then does all that shit. Scrapes it out. What up, Jimmy James? Life is time between salvia hits. That's right. Exactly. That's how I feel about salvia. A hot dog is not a sandwich because it's not cut at all. But a hamburger is a sandwich because it's not cut at all. It's just a hot dog. Oh, yeah. It's the bread. It's the bread part that makes it a sandwich. Like there's open face sandwiches out there, guys. There's hot hamburger sandwiches and shit like that aren't even fucking like you can't eat a sandwich with your a hot hamburger sandwich with your hands. It's just a different. I believe it's a sandwich, and I believe it's a different style of sandwich because of the bread. And there's a slice in the bread. Like there's something in the bread. It's I don't know, but an open face sandwich. A hamburger is a sandwich, absolutely. A burger is a fucking sandwich. What? What? What if I smoke a lot? Okay, I thought it was obvious that a hamburger is a sandwich. But the question is, like a hot dog is just like it's just like an adaptive sandwich for that specific meat style. Yeah, just a sandwich. Exactly, Change the Land. Or yeah, exactly. Or when I go for shawarma and I got a fucking shawarma pita or whatever, like just a sandwich, and I'm like, yep. And now I say just a sandwich when I go to a pita place. But a pita is that like is that really a sandwich? Like a fucking a shawarma fucking, but it is to them. It's hot dog is an open face sandwich, pretty much. Pretty fucking much. So yes, I believe it is. Wow, they call gyros a sandwich, yeah. And that's straight from the source. It's because of the bread and the meat and the vegetables. It's all, and you eat it with your hands, and it's like, it doesn't really matter what it looks like. Does it? What's up, Jojo D? So busy. Yeah, we're just chatting today, guys. I got a whole bunch of homegrown here. This is just the small buds that I picked out today. This is pretty thick. 66 grams of German poison popcorn buds. Like I was saying about the butter. So my roommate does low and slow. Now, what I do when I make butter is I use a big enough pot, and I boil the water, and I put the butter in. I boil the water right away, like as hot as it can fucking go, like on max. Okay. And I put the butter in, and then I put the wheat in, and I just continually stir. I continually stir until the water dehydrates. Okay. And then I add more water, and it heats back up. I keep it at the same level, and then I just stir, and I do that for like 2 hours, 2 or 3 hours, repeating the cycle. So it's like a shorter. It doesn't take as long. But I don't know what's better. I don't know. We were gonna have a little competition actually, and just try and figure it out. Crockpot Lowell's. That's what she does, and she always comes out with decent butter. You know, like it's. I ate some earlier. I just tried it for the first time. Just a teaspoon of it, though. You know? She made like eggs and shit with her fucking weed butter this morning or something. She said, and she's been like fucking. Okay, around this time of year, my roommate, she like sleeps all the time. It's because of her crop. Like she just goes crazy. She starts like fucking cooking. She starts cooking and smoking all this shit all the time, and like. A 20-gram joint. You know, I'll just continue. Does it really matter how many joints it smokes? It's not my weed. It's not my weed. I can smoke some of it. I'm not gonna smoke the whole thing, but It's not shitty, bro. Not completely. It's not fucking indoor. It's fucking homegrown, bro. It's free. It's a blunt. No, this is just a one paper joint. I don't know how to test it. Probably somewhere around there. It gets me high, man. It's like an upper weed. It's a pinner. Well, actually, I smoked some yesterday. It's like we got 4 different strains because we took them all out at different times and dried them different ways and all this shit. But any tips on overcoming anxiety from weed, from sativa? I've never experienced that. I had one crazy trip on weed once, but I don't know what really. I don't know what. I don't know. I don't. Anxiety? What do you mean? Like, what happens? What happens to you? I don't understand anxiety entirely either. Like, I know some people get anxiety like really severely, but I don't know what the. I don't understand. I don't understand that. Sorry. Like, what do you mean? Like, what does it do? What is anxiety? Smoke salvia. Pop a couple grams of shrooms. Take a couple perks, bro. Less weed. Yeah, just smoke less weed. There you go. There you go. Add some tobacco to it. Anxiety is anxious, like on edge, nervous. No silver haze, trains or haze. I have anxiety bad. Cripples you, Frosty. That's what it does. It cripples you. Could always pick up the Xanax addiction. It's like difficulty breathing. So it probably affects people differently. When I get nervous, I get like butterflies in my stomach. So like a little bit of stage fright. Is that what it would be like the kind of thing? Like what I would call stage fright anxious or like before I get an 8-ball? That kind of anxious? Like that feeling? Is that what you guys feel? Gives me the shits. I don't like that either. I wish I would could just go into a coke binge like just normal, like emotionally strong instead of like being like all excited and anxious for it. See, I thought anxious was a good thing. Like I'm anxious for Christmas gifts. Or I'm, anxious to quit my job. What, is this a different type of anxiety? Stuck in my head, heart rushes. Yeah, so I think it affects everybody differently. So it's just, yeah, I don't know what I don't think I suffer from that very often. I can't understand it. What up, Swollen Colon? Yeah, what job exactly? When I had a job. Like you give your 2 weeks notice, like a proper employee, and then you quit. You're just anxious to quit. Nick Winter. Yeah, okay. So I've had that on weed. Nick. Like I've had one time I think I had an anxiety attack on weed then. I just had to accept it. Eventually, I fought it at first, like, oh, what's happening? And drank water. I drank a lot of water. So I was dying. Stu, no, don't pull that shit, okay? Stu, I saw you and I almost called you out in a chat I saw you in yesterday. You said that last time, and then I almost continued the troll into somebody else's chat, and I was like, no, this isn't worth it. Instead, I think I just went, was that an Aldi's chat? Were you in Aldi's chat yesterday? I think you were in Aldi's chat. And then I just went on the podcast. What up, Queef Chief? Welcome. Cursed Alt, hello. Seizures from anxiety. Wow. See, I don't want to offend anybody, okay? Because I know it is a legitimate problem for people. I just personally, I can't say a time where I get too anxious. Yeah, Jimmy. I know that happens to me too. I'm usually able to pull that. Is the problem with that one? The problem with that one is when because it's like when you know you've done more than you usually do, okay, or whatever, right? And you start feeling something different or new, okay? That's when that strategy right there kind of doesn't. I mean, you can still. I mean, it all depends, right? But I'm still here. We're still here. Works Glass. What up? Introspective Sundays. Well, I haven't done a just chatting stream in a while, and I took a bunch of time and did this. So I'll just smoke a bunch of this and chat. And I ate some weed butter earlier, a tablespoon. So we can introspect if you'd like. We can just chat. We can just ask questions if you guys want, and I'll just we can just. I'll try and stay on track or on. I don't know. If you hear weird things or whispers, it's the drugs. Yeah, I don't know about whispers. I don't hear that. I'm more focused on like when I get really fucked up. It's like I for some reason I get paranoid about like how my body is functioning. I think that's where my head goes. It's like, oh, is my heart beating properly? Like I used to always, when I was rushed out, I would always be checking my pulse. It was just a fucking really bad habit, and I would try and not let anybody see me do that. I didn't want to freak anybody else out because that's the worst thing. That's the worst thing when you're fucking high, and then like you think your buddy's fucking dying or some shit. You know what I mean? Like that's just a buzzkill. You know what I mean? So I would just like when I go take a piss or whatever, just fucking And then like my respiratory, I always got paranoid about my respiratory. So like my breathing, but it's just like, I have to consider the fact that I'm a smoker and there's probably like all kinds of shit in here anyway, like just coming out, and like the drugs are actually probably helping that get released. You know what I mean? And like, yeah. So like, yeah, I got phases of fucked up when like that, you know what I mean? Like it always ends with a shower. The higher I get brings me closer to taking a shower and just chilling out. That's all. That's always my solution that seems to work. Or a bath. Shower or a bath, which is actually pretty stupid to do if you're actually really high on drugs and like get it to a dangerous point. You should probably avoid going near water, or at least creating a pool of it to drown in or something like that. Like that's a bad idea. But before that, there's like eating. I'll usually try and eat my way out of the high. There's pacing. I pace around for a while if I'm really fucking high, and I just I just like walk. If it's like nighttime, I'll take a walk. I'll take a walk outside or something like that. And then if that doesn't work, there's usually a shower that's coming in next, and then I really try and breathe. I try and breathe in the humidity, and I try and like pick my nose of boogers while I'm in the shower because I know it's like because it's only my boogers. Like I don't get concerned about my respiratory until the boogers start getting in my fucking nose, and that's like eventual if you're snorting things. Yeah, pacing solves a lot of things for me. Like anytime my mind is overactive or I just have a lot on my mind, I should say. I love just taking walks. That's like, you guys think I walk a lot on the stream? Like I used to do that, like just to walk, and I mean it's like I'm having a conversation with myself the whole fucking time, or replaying like a domestic argument or something like that. I'm the type of person that leaves when it gets heated, and then I pace, I walk. When shit gets heated, I'm out, and I let shit de-escalate. That's not always the best way to like, solve a problem. And obviously, I don't mean like as for physical, like violence. That's never the answer. But like, I think being able to like stay in the situation and just talk it out is actually a more valuable approach to I've learned. But once I get yelling, I just leave. Surf dog. A sober November. We can consider that. Like completely sober? Like no weed? Yeah, I just got back on a little ride here, you know what I mean? We're just gearing back up for the depressing winter here. But I mean, I guess I could, weed doesn't count? Well, because like it should count. Weed should count. If you actually ask me to go sober, weed should count. You're like, it's basically like straight edge November is what I interpreted from that. A Tina off. Tina cast. That could get dangerous. See, we're in such a different situation here, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. When the going gets tough, Frosty gets going. Still got some mushrooms. I'll probably hook my buddy up with some, though. He sometimes gives me some shrooms when he has some, and I'll return the favor. Squidward. Hi, Carly. Fuck. Super high November, then depressed December. Yeah, we're gonna see. This is what I think. This is what I foresee happening for December. I think that I don't know what the government's doing about all this pandemic money, but we're at the end of the pandemic money, guys. Like this next payment, I think it's going to be the last one. Back to the real world, Frosty. Oh. I didn't really save much of my expendable crypto. I had August, I went a little wild there, guys. Okay. I was like, you know what? I might as well splurge. Okay. You guys helped me splurge with my fucking fantasy, which didn't happen to Skype. But on top of that, I spent like $3,000 that month or something like that. Anyway, and a lot of it was on poker. Like, anyway, that was no regrets. So I think this is supposed to be the last week. I am eligible for more weeks, but if the program still allows you to, like, because most people, if they're getting it every single week, it would end this week, I think. but I didn't get it every single week. I didn't claim it every single time. So I still have a few weeks left. Maybe they're going to let me claim it beyond. That would be amazing. I don't know. But as far as I'm expecting, I'm done with it this week. So before this pandemic, I was in a sweet position in terms of like the system, in terms of getting in. And then this shit all fucked everything up. But I was on this self-employment development program on the welfare system, on the social assistance service. So I'm going to try and get back into that. I'm going to contact my social worker, because that was great. I'll just say that was great for me to be supported by my local and provincial government as MC Frosty and Ruin Life crew. You know, on my business expense reports each month, oh, I ran ads for I Like Meth, or, oh, hey, I wrote a diss track and made merchandise with one of those cops that you work with down on the first floor in your building. Yeah, that Tommy McKay guy, yeah, his face is on the shirt. And these are also for my self-employment business, right? So that I can make money selling merch and things like that. So I was supported by them, and I really enjoyed that. Plus, they cover my bills. So I'm going to try and get back on that. Not scamming the system. Not scamming the system at all, Swollen Colon. No. I went in for straight up welfare when I needed it for the first time in my life. I think it was like August of 2019 when I applied, and I got it in September or something. And they offered the self-employment development program to me. I was like, all right. No change in what you get paid though. I just had to report all my business expenses, but they're supposed to have like networking and all this like program that I was supposed to be able to use, but we never really got into that. Anyway, I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna try and get back on that, and then yeah, I'm just in a better position now for it. We're gonna see. Exactly, Edgar. Exactly. No, I'm taking advantage of benefits that are geared towards people exactly like me. Struggling entrepreneurs. The self-employed were the hardest hit during this pandemic. They can't. Anyway, we're going to see what's going to happen. We're going to see. I should bring up some of my report. Like, does this interest you? Okay, where, when Lambo money? Okay, I don't know when that's going to happen. I'm going to wait for that to happen, okay? But I'm going to just continue on my own path. Here's one thing though, I can't be on that program with more than $10,000 in assets, just so everybody knows that. So like, which I don't have right now. The crypto is only around 5 to 6K right now. So I'm gonna roll another joint here. I did eat a gram of butter. My roommate's butter that she just made. I put a gram in my coffee. So I'm gonna have a little sip. But Swollen Colon, legitimately though, it's really hard to do what I'm trying to do, starting from scratch. Which I started from scratch in 2018, and I went a year and a half doing what I was doing, with a little bit of support of selling weed, okay, to keep my ass afloat. You know what I'm saying? But when I finally gave that up Because eventually I had to decide. Was I going to continue breaking the law, essentially, and like I would have had to go from something else from weed. I would have had to go something different because weed was legalized and the government was cutting all the fucking black market's grass and shit, which legitimately put me out of business pretty much. But so once I gave up on that income, I decided to suck the government's dick. But like it was fucking hard, man, to do this. I needed help. And unfortunately, I rent a place that's only $450 a month. So it's like, I can actually, but I was so skinny back then, man. I was skinny. Now, once I was in the program, guys, like I tested my social worker out on the first day. I was like, I have a number one song called I Like Meth. Or I didn't say that, because I didn't think he was a fan or anything, but I made sure he knew that I had a number one song on a platform called I Like Meth. And he's like, he was just like, do what you got to do. That was his attitude. And I was like, sick. Good attitude. So then once I realized the current condition of the state that I was in, where I was actually, depending on how you look at these semantics, but I was because that welfare program is half budget of the municipal and half budget of the provincial. It's actually a provincial program called Ontario Works. So, and I didn't expect to be approved for the self-employment, but I was like, holy shit, cool. But I'd actually been doing my taxes as self-employed and everything. So anyway, once I realized I was all good, then I was like, oh, that adds an extra level to my diss tracks now. So that was when in like February, I made a diss track for the fucking fire chief. And like, there's one scene in it in the bottom. It's like, supported by City of Cornwall, Ontario Works, and the Self-Employment Development Program. Like as if. And I would send the reports, my monthly reports of my business activities to my social worker. And I put in effort on this. Because I'm always like, it's not just him reading this, it's his supervisors if need be, or it's whoever, who knows? Who knows? Maybe somebody's like, how the hell is this guy getting away with this? How is this guy, why are we supporting this? How did this guy slip through the cracks? I like meth? Come on, guys, that's illegal. You can't fucking be, come on. Like, I don't know. Anyway, exactly, works class. And even while I wasn't receiving payments, okay, because I was getting the pandemic money, I was still in the program for 6 months. So I still sent my reports to that guy, and I loved every. Like, should I show you guys some of these reports? I think I can keep his name out of it and everything. Some of them are pretty funny. Like 2 months into the 1 month into the program, I'm like, I just made $100 on my buddy's show for shaving my head. They wanted to shave my blue head. Next month, I just got paid for doing a bunch of shots on my buddy's show and $5 an egg to crack on my head. That's my income for this month. And they're like, oh, sorry, I loved it. Canada doing well for a new country. Yeah. So, I was so honest. I was just honest about whatever. And this guy's probably reading the shit going, this guy is fucking ape shit. And then I started fucking with the city once I was in. And I started trolling the cops. And because that's an angle that most people didn't know. Right? It's like, oh, how's he doing disc tracks against the fucking cops? I literally, if the guy had wanted to review all of my work strategies, like the cops, if they wanted to investigate my work strategies and everything, I'd be like, go talk to my social worker. I explain everything to him. He's on the 4th floor of your building. Like, no, like, who do you give shit for that? Who's responsible? Who's responsible for that? And I mean, ultimately I am, but the city was supporting me. It's the money paying me also pays his salary, also pays all these cops' salary. So it's like we're almost on the same team, kinda. We're getting paid by the same tax money, right? Yeah. Well, imagine paying taxes for corrupt cops. That bothers me. For corruption. Imagine paying taxes for corruption. And like these programs are good. Like, dude, I was building. Like I was doing what the program was supposed to do. You know what I mean? Like somehow. But then the pandemic changed everything. And I didn't think it was going to last this long. What is it, almost 2 years now? So maybe they're going to extend the thing or the pandemic money or make it apply to the arts or something. I heard something like, because the artistic industry, it's all corruption. I don't know. I think there's some good people out there. The scamdemic. The camping streams content. Sesame Street. Oh. Just rolling another joint here. I should cap this one. Canada versus America, which is better? Okay, well, my actual experience with America goes about as far as this. When I was, my family, when I was younger, we used to take almost an annual trip to Florida around the holidays. Maybe once every 2 years, maybe on average, something like that. And we would drive from Cornwall, Ontario to, some would say in Orlando, some I think it was Inglewood or something, Sarasota, around there. Anyway, 1 year I think we went down to south to the Keys and shit and whatever. But okay, so my experience is basically hotels and tourist economy, I guess, of America. And then plus also I live right on the border, so I used to go to Messina, New York, and their mall once in a while, or the casino across the bridge before I got banned from the US. So I don't really know the US. Official Canadian municipal employee. Why would I need lawyers? Why would I need a lawyer? Yeah, you can grow 4 plants. Well, I think it depends. I mean, on for quality of life. For quality of life, okay. So I don't know how bad it is in the States or how good it is in the States. I just don't think the masses are by nature capitalistic, truly capitalistic. So I think that the U.S. is better for. I think the U.S. is better for true freedom by my impressions. Like, I think the U.S. seems more free than Canada. I in a freedom way. Money wise, Canada's more free. Like, we got free healthcare. It's not really free, but you know what I mean? We got like, but I think we're taxed more. But the Democrats are destroying America. Then vote the other guys in or something like that. Like, that's how it works. I don't know. Yeah, I was somewhat being sarcastic. I will say, like, I don't know. Like where I live, I don't think it's an accurate representation of Canada. Okay, so like what I know, like I know Montreal. I lived in Montreal for a while. I lived in Ottawa for like almost a couple of years, and is that Canada too? Like they're both really different places. I don't know, but my city is not Canada. My city is sub Canada. It's not really, but the converse of that, it's a fairly safe area where I live. I think like there isn't a lot of gun violence. If that's actually a problem, is gun violence a real problem in the States? Like where you were, or not in the States, but where you guys live, is gun violence a real big problem? Like, and is that just a symptom of overpopulation? Because I don't live in a very densely populated area, but I don't think. So GSHL TV, it is a real problem. Only in the cities? Yeah, so it's like they got guns in the cities here too, and they're used occasionally. I've been hearing of enough shootings this year though. But I think we have a little bit stricter laws on guns. They're not quite as easy to get, but I think they actually are still just as easy to get. State-induced poverty, generational poverty. But that is freedom as well. That's what I meant. That's what I mean. Like. Okay, let me rephrase that. Is unwarranted murder a problem? Is unwarranted gun murder actually a real problem? Or do most people have it coming? It's all gang violence. Depends on the city. Depends on who you ask. Yeah, okay. It's like we gotta be more specific because I don't personally have a problem with people owning guns. You know what I mean? It's like, but it's how are they used, right? So, but like, if all the people getting shot are willing participants in fucking urban warfare, like that, I mean that's a different thing. That's a different thing. If it's all gang violence, drug turf wars, if that's like a large percentage of it, you know what I mean? or if it's like the other man getting shot or something like that, something that probably happens once in a while that, that guy probably had it coming, like, things like that. Like, there's probably, like, I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, in my city, there is very little gun violence, even though there was a shooting last year. There was a murder last year down our outskirts. Something to do with online dating or something. Some guy murdered a chick in a cornfield, I think, or dumped her body in a cornfield. Something like that. Anyway, Cornwall, hype, whatever. Yeah, guns protect you from your government. Originally Beaver, yeah. But not really anymore. The government could just drone you, anybody that they want to, if they really wanted to, right? Like your guns ain't gonna do much against a bunch of drones. Like, yeah, it was some guy from outer province or something. Anyway, apparently he met a girl. They met a girl online, and then I don't know. They hooked up, not over online dating, but like he met her from online dating, and then ended up killing her or something. Apologize. Plenty of fish, guys. Plenty of fish out there in the sea. All different kinds. You want to own a tank, yeah. So they draw a limit on what kind of arms you can have, yeah. Tank. But at least you got a chance one-on-one. You can hide from the drones. You can go underground with the drones. And then what? Then they got robots. They're going to have robots coming after you next, guys. How long do you think till we're the Jetsons, guys? What year was the Jetsons? Can anybody answer that? I don't know. What year was the Jetsons? 2100? We're almost there. We got to be like 50 years away from the Jetsons, if you ask me. Drone jammers. And that's the constant battle. Hacking, patch it, hack it, patch it, hack it, patch it, hack it, patch it. That's the cycle of eternity from now on, guys. Yeah. It drives innovation in a way. What's up, Pepe Sylvia? Send in the sex robots. Who has the biggest gun is what controls the world. Or the most of the biggest guns, I guess. I think that's what you meant, though. Same shit. Play OG Tetris. Makes you happy to watch. What up, Cat Avalanche? I'm just chatting tonight, though. I appreciate that. And I think I'm going to devote a stream to getting onto. At least I'll make a clip of like that I can get onto the Twin Galaxies, and I'll try and get my name up there. And as long as they accept emulation, it should be fine. And I'll submit all the photos and then the evidence and everything. And I might be able to get ranked. We'll spend a day and we'll try and do that. But not tonight. I don't think anybody's using nukes against us. against our own people of this planet. I think it was unlikely that those nukes were ever built with the intention of being used against humankind. They're going to try and blow up Nibiru, guys, when it comes, all right? It's the only answer. But they need the international problems, like the disputes, as an excuse to build the bombs over Nibiru. Okay, to build for Nibiru. Okay, because they can't tell everybody about Nibiru, but they need a fucking reason still to build the fucking nukes that's going to save us from the Nephilim. And they come. Mutually assured destruction. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're not going to fucking, that's like, they're not going to do that. How many nukes are on the planet anyway? $5,000 or something? 10,000? 40,000? Doesn't Israel have a whole bunch too? Like, we are in a worldwide concentration camp. Okay. If we want to take the chatting this direction, we can go this direction. We're in a worldwide concentration camp. Okay. I see that. I can see that. A lot of slavery going on. Around 15,000 nukes, right? I bet you they could destroy Nibiru, Queef Chief. Which that's just right around enough to destroy a whole big fucking massive red planet. Or whatever, blue Kachina or red Kachina. The firmament. Oh, okay, that's another possibility. They still haven't found a way. They still haven't found the way to break the firmament. Okay, they still haven't found a way to get past the moon, to get biological things past the moon. Okay, they still haven't figured that out. They don't want to get anything living past a certain spot outside of us or whatever, I don't know. Or maybe they never have actually gone far out there. I don't know. I'm just gonna keep rolling joints here though, guys. Just you know what I'm saying? We'll just remember when cops used to be able to go to your house and be like, "Oh, you have 2 pounds in here. You must be selling it." And then that was enough. And like, you had scales everywhere with like a whole bunch of weed residue and THC. And they used to be able, instead of actually catching you selling weed, they used to be able to just go into your house and based on that amount, charge you with trafficking. But not now. Red Lobster Monster. I better keep it in the dark? Okay, I can do that. This is just the baby buds. This is just the popcorn buds from the shake box that I had. I pulled out 66 grams of them today. They're all just sitting in a box for the last 2 weeks, a cardboard box, and I would shake them around and every once in a while and let them air out. Like and there was a hole at the top too that was like letting air out. But anyway, I'm just gonna keep smoking it. So in Canada, they don't need a warrant to enter a house. Yeah, they need a warrant. They need a warrant. Maybe you got me on that one. You're right. They would already suspect you. They would already suspect you for trafficking before they find the fucking shit. How much bud did we get? Well, no, this is just one. This is just what I took out of the. This is 66 grams in here. It was 65, and I've just been smoking. I smoked like 2 joints. 65 grams. And I clipped it a little bit, but it's tight little buds. Whatever. Just the bottoms. Yeah, 2 pounds. 2 pounds from the plants, approximately. Not including that. We got about 15 ounces from the biggest plant. We got 8 to 9 ounces from the second biggest plant, but that is kind of premature, so it's not really that great. It's like the buds are not tight, so that 8, I don't know, might just put that into cooking or something. I don't know. And then we got 7.5 ounces, probably more like 6. It's still kind of wet, so probably another 6.5. So what was that? 7? 15, 22. Wait, no, 15, 24 plus 7.5. 7, we'll say, so 31 plus another 3 from the smallest plant. So 34, and then this, and there's another probably like 100 grams of shake that we have still in the box, probably. What up, Trickster? Welcome. But 9 of those ounces aren't that great, and unless we'll see what happens. We'll see. So my roommate made some butter. She made a pound of butter yesterday, and it's just out and ready to eat. So I put a teaspoon of it into my coffee earlier, and stirred it around. Not this coffee. It was the one I had before stream. Nice, Ofo. Put butter on some pancakes or waffles. I've been thinking about that. Butter shots. I don't know. It's hard to say if it's fucking me up or if this actual weed is fucking me. It doesn't look that good. Still smoke it. Butter shots. Yeah, I could just eat it raw, but I won't. Yeah, there's just some weird buds in here. Some weird buds are like purple. I don't know. Very purple, but they don't seem to have like dried properly or something. Or maybe they're just really premature. But yeah, I'll keep this thing fucking closed. Just take a look. This is just for funsies. That would probably last me, like, if I was actually gonna smoke that, it would probably last me. I could smoke that. I generally smoke like a quarter a day if I'm really smoking. So like a week and a half. couple packs of backwoods. I never had those. Popcorn nugs, exactly. That's what they are. And this is what the butter was made out of. This stuff, kind of deal. Yeah. We'll get Blaze, Yeah, exactly. I'm just adding a little tobacco to it down here, No, I don't get any blunt wraps. Be nice. Smoke a joint with you? Okay. A little stemmy. Got a little tobacco in there. Doesn't really need it though. But oh yeah. We just blazing. Chatting. What's up? No sticks, no seeds. Yeah, no, there's no seeds at all. There's no seeds whatsoever in any of this weed. And yeah, like I noticed this. I noticed the size of the buds that we were setting aside while we were clipping. Okay, and I was like, these should be okay to smoke at some point. It's way better than shake, I believe. The homegrown review. Okay, well, so what up? 36 Chambers of Death. Okay, so this is not like the premium buds. Okay, I mean they are tight though. They are tight. These are not the premium buds though, but these are the popcorn buds. And this is a sativa. It's Durban poison, and it puts me in a good mood. But I smoked like 2 joints of it before I even started streaming today, and I ate some butter with it. So I'm pretty high right now. I'm good. Double A grade. I wouldn't pay for this. I wouldn't pay for this weed. There's hell no, not double A. I think we pulled the weed a little prematurely too, guys. I don't want her to hear that. She gets pissed when I fucking diss her weed. But I think we how high am I? It's hard to say with sativa, man. I'm just in a good mood, I think. It's just you know what I mean? And that's why I with sativas, I can just keep smoking them. And if it's not that great of weed, I would give this weed 3, 4. Okay, wait. Just on an outdoor weed scale, I would give it 4 out of 10. Maybe, but I think the other buds, I think they're going to be better. I smoked one yesterday, actually. Okay, maybe I should give it a higher, maybe 6. Because I smoked a joint yesterday of the other buds, and I got fucking whacked as fuck. I was like, whoa. And I passed out after. I was high for a while. I was like, whoa. And then I ended up passing out. So, but that was like the buds in the other. Yeah, they're always listening. I talk so loud. got the best roommates. You don't eat butter? Joe Shipley. So weed essentially breaks down into 2 genomes or something. So there's indica and there's sativa, essentially at the root, and they have different types of effects, and they're like pretty much different plants almost, but sativas are more uppers and indicas are more downers. So Kushes are indicas, hazes are sativas. Skunk, I think Kush comes from skunk or something, or vice versa. Skunks are usually indicas, I think. But I'm just saying the buds aren't crazy dense. Some of these ones are, though. So I don't know. When I was doing this, I fucking split my hand right here or something. Like, is that a sign of something? Did I get cursed or something? Is that just adding a new? Did my future get changed today? Did I have a voodoo doll out there? That just happened today, like earlier. I think I cut it on the cardboard box, but is that a new wrinkle being formed? Did I extend my life with that mushroom trip? Is that my lifeline? Did it get extended? Voodoo for sure, yeah. Stigmata. I saw that movie in the theater, I think. It's crazy. AIDS. Durban has Afghani. Nice. Ditchweed. Am I doing any podcasts? Not tonight, no. Someone in chat said the other day that podcasts more apply to like audio only streaming things, and that we're not using the correct term. Is that correct? There's only been Frostcasts on this show, so I can call her the fuck I want. But podcast can be video also. Beaver, what do I think of Attila's haircut? I tuned into him actually while he was doing it the other day, but I think he was almost done, but I don't think it was the full final the deal. But I remember seeing a post or something on his Instagram or something that I think showed what he was going for. So I haven't seen the final product. Is he on right now? I would check that out. He is. Oh shit! The podcast is on right now? Oh shit. Shit, I'll go on that podcast. Did he invite me? Did he just start? 3 hours ago he sent a link? Shit! I missed it. Is he still going? Wait. What's happening on there?
100%.
Who got that charge?
Nobody. There's just somebody.
Are they just winding up?
Saying I got arrested for public intoxication, which is the dumbest shit I've ever heard in my entire fucking life.
So that's that's not even really an arrest. You don't have a mugshot when that happens.
Should I go on there?
Or did
Yeah,
you?
his hair
uh,
doesn't
Oh
look
wait,
too
you're
bad.
saying you did that didn't happen.
dude, I only got arrested once.
Fuck, he invited me 3 hours ago. I'm fucking slow, dude. You guys, okay? Give me a one. Give me a one if you want me to go on, or give me a two if you want me to just stay here. Hurry. What is he? Well, dude, if he's winding up, if they're just ending, hurry now. What? Are they? Why is he saying he's gonna wind it up?
You're not gonna see it. You're not gonna see it. But dude, so what happened? Fucking did Gucci or shit? I said Gucci's. Did fucking Jewel come back with some food or something?
Yeah, she's here. She's down.
Okay, I'll. I'm still reading chat. Durban poison honestly has an indica in the mix. Oh, that's what you meant by the Afghan. Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, that would explain the sleeping, but it's generally listed as a sativa, as a landrace sativa kind of deal. Pure sativas don't flower in 8 weeks. Yeah, it could have went longer, dude. I'm telling you, it could have went far longer. But anyway, okay. So I'll go on, guys. I'll go on Attila's podcast on the IP2. I'll go on. Here, I'll put the link. Here, Kyle, share the link. Kyle, share the link. Okay. Kyle, share the link. Okay. I'll come back on after. I'll come back on after. But I'll go on there and we'll just smoke some weed with those guys and have a little chat. All right. So thanks everybody for watching. Thank you, No Name, for the donation. And see you on the podcast. I'm out.